Hey guys, it's knife review time once again, and I got another Swiss Army knife here, and gosh, I feel like all I'm doing is Swiss Army knives right currently, at least. But you know what? It's what I have access to, and I got lots of them laying around, so I figure I'll review them and get them out to you guys, and um, let you make buying decisions on whether or not they're something you may want. So this is the Victorinox Spartan. And this particular version is actually a special edition version, and it's just a collectible for me. This particular version, if you're curious what it is, um, I'm keeping it in the box, trying to keep it as mint as possible. This is actually a gift. I had my grandparents go to Switzerland in 1991, and they brought back this knife for me. I'm really grateful to them for that. And it says 1291 to 1991. And not Victorinox, Switzerland was founded in 1291. So this is the 700th anniversary of Switzerland edition Swiss Army knife, and it has a little picture there of a mountain man and a little girl. So I thought it's kind of cool, kind of collectible. That's why I'm not really using this special edition version. But the regular Spartan has all the same tools, and it's still available. So I'll show it to you. It has a small blade, or it has a large blade, and the small blade. And by the way, I love that Officer Suisse. I don't know. I love Swiss Army knives. Small and large blade. I know some guys will keep this large blade a little bit duller and the smaller blade razor sharp because it's a softer steel. You get great corrosion resistance, but it's a softer steel, and so they don't think it's worth always trying to keep this sharp. My kind of philosophy on that is I want all my blades to be razor sharp. Even survival blades, I don't care. I want it sharp. But, you know, your knife, you can do whatever you want with it. You have a can opener here, and you have this kind of standard large flathead cap lifter and wire stripper, which, as you probably heard, I'm not super sold on that wire stripper. If you have experience with it, I have very little to none with it. Post in the comments and kind of tell how effective that is. I think it's one of those tools that it's kind of overhyped. I don't think hardly anyone that has these knives really uses it. I think it's just kind of there. I guess it lightens it up a very, very minuscule amount, but okay. Has a corkscrew, which is not really a tool that I personally need. However, you may. And it has an awl, which is an excellent tool. I really like having an awl with me. And I really like Victorinox's because it has that hole in it, and so excellent awl. And then of course you have your toothpick and your tweezers, which are great things to have on you. And getting into maybe colorations that this comes in, it comes in this red color, just the classic red. It comes in black, it comes in a clear blue, and it comes in a clear red. And then finally, I think this version that I'm going to say is probably more recent. It's called the Silvertech version, which is just clear scales, which I think that's kind of cool. I may want to get one of those, or some Swiss Army knife with those. I think that's kind of cool. And the MSRP on these, I think, is $25, and on Amazon.com, I think they're going for between $15 and $25, depending on what colorations you get. And I'll probably put a very short slideshow of the different colorations at the end of this video. So, getting into competition for this, I classify this as a lightweight multi-tool, kind of meaning there's something that you'll have with you pretty much all the time, and it's something that will augment maybe your EDC/defensive blade that you have with you. So you don't want it to be too heavy or too big or bulky, because if it is, you won't carry it. Unless you're just really devoted to always having it with you. You're probably not going to carry it all the time. So you want it to be carryable. This does not come in a sheath, as far as I know. I think, at least my version didn't. I think it just comes in this box. And so you're not going to have a sheath. By the way, this is the sheath for that Deluxe Tinker, which is my personal pick for what I carry with me. This one right here. I have a review out on it if you're curious. This is the sheath for it. Not a big fan of these leather sheaths. I may get one of Victorinox's nylon sheaths that they sell. As you saw in my review, I'm just carrying it in a Gerber nylon sheath right now. So, as I was saying, this is in kind of that really lightweight multi-tool category. And so this has some stiff competition. For example, the Leatherman Squirt and the Leatherman Juice, the Gerber Clutch, the entire Victorinox lineup. I mean, they have other knives that are in the same price range and size that have slightly different tools on them. Wenger, Victorinox's kind of competition. By the way, Victorinox did buy Wenger in 2005. However, they did not. They decided to keep them as two separate companies. So technically, Wenger's owned by Victorinox, however, they're still putting out stuff kind of competing with them still. So Wenger has an interesting competition out there. This is the Wenger Commander. I'll probably have a review out on this soon. If by the time you watch this video, I may already have one out. Very quickly, can opener, very stiff. That tool. Large blade, and then instead of a small blade you have a file, and then you have a kind of an inferior awl. I don't think that's as good of an awl. And you have, instead of a corkscrew, you have a Phillips head, which I think is a invaluable tool to have with you a lot of the time. And then of course you have your toothpick and tweezers in there. So I'll do a separate review on this. So this is competition. This is actually maybe a little bit lighter too. One thing I like about Wenger over Victorinox, this is a minor thing, but they list their weight on their website. This is 1.9 ounces. I know that for a fact. They list it there. And I don't have a very small scale, so I can't weigh things by myself. I may get one of those in the future, but I just don't have one now. I don't know what this weighs. I'd put it, if I just had to guess, I'd put it around 2.2, 2.3 ounces. So this is probably a little heavier than this. But, it's very minute. People can bicker over the tenths of an ounce, and weight's important, but it's not that important. I'll bring in a little comparison in size, not in functionality. There's a mini Griptilian, and here's a Delica 4. So, if you guys are thinking of getting a light multi-tool to carry with you all the time, this may be an option. Hope that helps, guys. See you later.